I got started in off-road racing by being born into it, essentially. My dad started a couple years before I was born. I grew up doing it. I loved it. I was hooked before I really even raced, but once I raced, I was fully hooked. A number of reasons I was drawn to it. I grew up going to the river, riding dirt bikes, going out on the weekends, and decided I want to build a car and start racing, and had a guy help me out and guide me through that, and built a 5/1600 and had no idea what I was doing. It was a bit of a disaster the first year, and then started figuring it out a little bit. I started in a 2/1600 with my uncle. First, I did one or two local MBR races, and then from there we moved into racing score, and then from there we expanded into Best in the Desert more and kind of doing both. When my brother started racing in 1600, Cody was getting to that age, and that was kind of a plan to get him into 1600 and have him start getting some seat time. And I wanted to move him up to the one car with me. I moved into the one car with my dad in 2010, so this will be the 11th year racing in the one car. Family is huge in off-road racing. There's not a lot of people who get to race with their dad, with either of their parents really, but I'm one of them. There's a few of us out there, and I think we all cherish it very highly because it's something we get to do with our family, and it means a lot. It's a lot of fun. I mean, if you want to go all the way back to the beginning, Parkhouse Motorsports was started in 1986, I believe it was, by my dad. My dad started Parkhouse Tire in 1971. He had been in the gas station business before then, and when he started Parkhouse Tire, it was really more of a retail location. The family business is a tire service company. We service all of our commercial tire customers, whether it's road calls or pickup and delivery, any sort of thing along those lines, and we also do retreading.
Cody Parkhouse was involved in one of the most horrific accidents in all of off-road racing. He went head-on with another driver on the highway in Baja. The other driver died, and Cody nearly died. He spent days in the hospital and ended up with brain injuries. We didn't know if he was going to make it or not.
So the accident at the 1000 in 2016, it affects me a lot, but I think it affects everybody around me more. Even though I was the one actually going through it, I'm also the one who had the brain injury, who doesn't remember almost 3 months of my life. It's just kind of like a bad dream. I was actually back at Horsepower Ranch when we were staying because I'd gotten out on the Pacific side, and they came and got me up and we got going. It was just a tragic event, and nobody liked seeing any of their loved ones needed to be airlifted out. It's tough. I mean, I'm grateful for my family and what they went through and what they still allow me to do even afterwards. And I've been through a little bit, but I've been through nothing compared to what my family has.
But what's remarkable is not only did Cody return to off-road racing, but he's back at the top level.
You know, we did a lot of soul searching. Cody wanted to keep racing, I wanted to keep racing, and we kept at it. There's always a plan, then everything happens. And a lot of times it's like throwing a grenade in the trash can, good luck finding any of the parts again. You have to kind of roll with a lot of punches and deal with stuff as it's coming up.
Fortunately for us, that hasn't happened too much, and that's part of the reason I think we've been so successful is we've prepared for it beforehand, and we were ready for that kind of stuff to happen. And when it does, it just is something that we're able to just take in stride and keep moving forward. I've been lucky at the Mint, well, however you want to look at it. I have done well. I've raced it 4 times and I've won it twice. But I think that all kind of goes back to what I was saying of the grenade in the trash can. That's kind of what the Mint is. It's one of the roughest, nastiest races, and a lot of cars have a lot of issues at that race that you don't typically have at most races.
Yeah, it just deteriorates so bad from lap to lap, even though it's already kind of deteriorated. But with us being the last race, I drove a little over a lap and a half last year, and just from the second lap to the third lap, the holes just get so much bigger, and you just have to adapt and overcome. There's no other option. You just got to try and keep moving forward, and that's just what we strive to do. As the other ones are dropping off, we're just keep moving to the front.
As close as all the battles have gotten in the last few years out in the desert, we can't really have any downtime. I mean, we've worked on every different aspect to try to minimize downtime, whether it's our pits, whether it's any time we have to stop on the side of the course, we try to limit that, and a huge part of that is flats.
If you have a flat early, 4 or 5 cars get by you, it's really difficult to come back from that. The BFGs have been really rugged and hold up to the abuse that we put them through. I mean, the flat that we had, I smashed about a refrigerator that was a rock, and I'm like, holy cow. And had to run on it for like 30 miles to the next pit. So it was not good, but we still did it.
Oh, it definitely gives us a competitive advantage when it's the best tire and the most durable. It's kind of a tough combo to try to beat. If we won in 2020 again, it'd be amazing. I mean, that'd be a back-to-back win. It'd be our 3rd win in Class 1.
That's always the goal. When we go out, we want to win. We want to win every race we go to. And winning back-to-back would be awesome. I mean, the Mint has turned into a very prestigious event, and it's always good to be able to back it up.